Okay, there we go. Welcome everybody, welcome. I'm Anya, your demon cinephile. And I hope this sounds a lot better. I've been playing with the audio a little bit earlier tonight. Yeah, I was having audio issues with OBS, trying to listen to the output before I even hit record or stream, but I won't do it. I tried everything to fix it, just won't do it. But I had to go to OBS subreddit and just, I don't know, see if someone can help me there. But I did do some testing. 1, 2, 3 is me, Margaret. Hello, God. And it sounds a lot better. Now. And again, watch it sound like complete utter donkey. When I if I ever look back on this VOD. But yeah, we haven't streamed for a bit. And it's been a mix of things why we haven't. Got like basically everything's been happening on Hololive for a moment. Gerla and Mume. I was just very, very busy last week. Like super duper busy. And I did plan on streaming yesterday, but I got distracted. I was watching that Good American Family on Hulu, the Natalia Grace story, and then I had to go watch the documentaries. And oh my God, that is such a bizarre and tragic story. That was so sad. I almost want to make a video on it, but I'm not sure if I should or have the time to. But yeah, I did want to read a little bit Umineko tonight. We're gonna read a little bit of that tonight. Not sure how much we're gonna go for. Probably just a little over an hour. But I don't really have much to say to you guys. Not really much except for the audio update, which I hope sounds a lot better. Hope it does. And man, I don't really have much to tell you guys. I just got severely, awfully laced the last 2 days. And I'm kicking myself for not getting anything done, like I always do. But enough about bulls and my boss. Nothing more about what should have done and what should have done. Let's just start the thing. Okay, I can't really remember what we were doing last time. But it looks like we're in Maria's room. Uriel.
Maria, 返事して。
Maria, answer me. Uriel.
やっぱり
So,
僕は
I really am
ぬいぐるみなの。
a stuffed animal.
布と綿でできてるから。
I'm made of cotton and cloth.
喋れるわけ
So there's no way I can
ないの。
talk.
だから
So
マリアと
I can't
おしゃべ
talk
りでき
to.
ないの。
The audios are kind of overlapping. Let's try to game one down a bit. I'll turn the audio aux up just a smidge. Sakataro looked up at Maria sadly. Maria's face was covered with tears and looked as though it had been lost all traces of sadness.
聞こえてるよ、サクタロウ。
I hear you, Sakataro.
サクタロウは
You aren't a
布と
stuffed
綿
animal
でできたぬいぐ
made
る
of
み
cloth
なん
and
かじゃないよ。
cotton.
マリアの
You are
お友達だ
my
よ。
friend.
返事なんか嫌
I
い。
hate Auntie. Oh, this is before the the big family conference, the probably from last year, when little Angie said that magic didn't exist and Sakataro was just a stuffed animal. Sorry, Maria. Sorry, Maria. Sakatara regretted doing that. By freezing her heart, Maria had finally been able to escape from her sadness. By speaking up and calling her back, he caused her to be overwhelmed with sadness again. Sakatara tried hugging Maria, letting go of her, and gazing at her uneasily, lost as to how he could bring Maria's spirits up. He might have looked a little humorous doing that. In the end, that was enough to distract Maria from her sadness.
ごめんね。
Sorry,
もう泣いても
crying
仕方
won't
ないも
help
んね。
anything anymore.
エンジェとは喧嘩しちゃったけど、
You got in a fight
マ
with
リアには
Angie,
まだたくさ
but
ん
you still
友
have
達がいるよ。
lots of friends, Maria.
僕だけじゃない。
I'm not the only one.
みんなもいるよ。
Everyone's here.
サクスケも、サクキチ
Sasuke
も、
and
動物
Sakuchi,
の音楽隊も、
the Ammo Band,
他に
and
も。
many more. Maria looked at the many stuffed animals around her pillow, which were gathered together as though they were having an ideal chat.
みんな、マリアのこと
Everyone
心配してるよ。
is worried about you, Maria.
どうしたらマリアが
They're all
元気にな
talking
ってくれる
over
かなって
and over how to
ずっ
cheer
とず
you
っと
up,
相談しているよ。
okay?
みんなは
Everyone
エ
won't
ンジェみたいに
go
いなくな
away
らない？
like Angie.
ならないよ。
They won't.
僕た
We'll
ちは
always be
いつ
together.
だって一緒だよ。本当に
Really?
サク太郎たちは
All of
家
you
でしか一緒じゃない
are
よ。
only with me at home.
ママと一緒
We
にお出
can't
かけ
go
できないし、
out together with
学校にも
when
一緒に
Mama's
行けない
around,
よ。
and we can't go to school.
僕たちは学校に
You
行っちゃ
aren't
いけない
supposed to
から
take us to school,
先生に見つか
so
った
you'll
ら
get in
怒られちゃ
trouble
う
if the teacher finds out.
でも見つからないなら
If no one
いつだって
finds out,
一緒にい
they
てい
can
い
be
んだよ。
together at any time.
サク太郎大きいから
Sakutaro,
見つかっちゃうんだ。
you're big, so you'll be found.
だったら小さくて持ち
Then
歩け
you
る子
can
と一
take
緒
one
に
of
行
the
けばいい
kids
よ。
that are small enough to walk around with.
例えば
For example, what about them?
森の音楽
If
隊
you
の
take
仲
the
間たち
friends in the forest band,
ほら
look,
小さいから
they're
マリア
small.
のポケット
You
に
can
入れ
hide
て
them in your
一緒に
pocket
学
and
校
go
に
to
行ける
school
よ。
together.
音楽隊いっぱい
And
いる
there's a
よ。
lot of them in the band.
ポケット
I
に
can't fit
入
them
れき
all
ら
in
な
my
いよ。
pocket. She collected all the forest band pieces that were scattered across her bed. They were about as many of them as pieces in a chess set, so it'd probably be impossible to fit them all in her pocket.
なら特に仲良しのお
In
友
that
達だ
case,
けを連れて行
you
くとい
can
いよ。
just take friends that you're especially close with.
森の音楽隊
You
の
can
中で
take the four
一番
rabbits,
マリアと
your
仲良
best
し
friends in the
のウ
forest
サギの4
band.
人組を連れてくといいよ。
Oh, the four rabbits? It kind of reminds me of a certain sisters you've seen in last episode.
4つならポケットに
I
入る。
could fit 4 in my pockets? Yeah,
これなら見
this
つか
way
ら
they
ない
won't
ね。
be found.
だからマリアは
Now,
これで
you won't be
学校
alone
でも
even
一
at
人ぼっち
school,
じゃないよ。
Maria.
僕が一
Those
緒に
kids
行けな
will
い
be
とこ
with
ろで
you
も
even
この
where
子た
I
ちが一
can't
緒にいて
go.
くれるよ。
Yeah,
なら
maybe I won't be lonely that way.
お家に帰
Maybe
っ
I
てくる
can
まで
hold out until coming home from school.
ママと先生に
As
さえ
long as we
見つから
aren't
なけれ
found
ば
by the teacher
僕たちはいつ
and
だ
Mama,
って一緒にいら
we
れるん
can
だ
be
よ。
with you at any time.
そしていつまでも
So,
一緒にいよう。
let's be together,
遊んでいよ
play
う。
together forever.
僕たちは
We
マリ
definitely
アを
won't leave
絶
you
対に
alone.
一人ぼっちになん
Maria?
かさせないから。うりゃ。
Uryu! Maria's expression finally regained a little of its brightness. That's right. In the beginning, Maria's world didn't have Angie in it. Even without Angie, it was fun with everyone. And yet, strangely enough, it suddenly became sad without Angie, who had come in at the end. All that happened. Sorry, excuse me. All that's happened is that I returned to the world right before Angie entered it. So there's nothing to be sad about. Yeah,
寂しくない
I'm
よ
not lonely.
サクタラも
Sakataru
みんなも
and
一
the
緒だ
others
も
are
ん
with me.
うりゅう
Ryu!
マリア
I
大好
love you, Maria.
きもう人間なんか
I
に
won't let any
マ
more
リアの
humans
世界
come
には
into my
誰も
world.
立ち入らせないよマリアージュ
Maria
ソルシエルは
Mirage
マリアとベア
Sorcery
トリーチェだけの
is an
二
alliance
人き
between
り
me
の同盟
and Beatrice only.
もともとベ
From
ア
the
とも
start,
エンジン
even
を加え
Beatrice
るの
didn't
には
want to
反
let
対して
Angie
たし
join.
これでいいんだ
It's
もん
all
ね
right this way.
エンジはまだ
Angie was still
幼
too
すぎたん
young.
だよエンジの
For
こと
now, until you can be friends with Angie again, I think it's okay to forget about it.
マリアが
You can
また
play
元気を
together
取り
once
戻
you've
せたら
regained your
一緒
high
に遊べば
spirits.
いいよ
Maria?
それまで
Until
僕たち
then,
みんながずっと
all
そ
of
ばにいる
us
から
will
ね
be by your side.
あり
Thank,
がとう
thank you.
サクタロみんな
Aw, she's crying. What depressing thing we're gonna see next. Then Maria once again regained her former world. She regained the world that wasn't lonely, where she was surrounded by many friends. Just like usual, she didn't have any human friends at school, but her magic friends were always with her. The rabbit band she hid in her pockets talked with her during class, sounding like they were having fun. Just listening to that greatly embellished the time she spent in class. Maria made it so that as long as Mama and the teacher didn't find out, her other friends could always be with her. When Mama told Maria to go play outside, Maria would secretly pack Sakataro and Sasuke and the rest into her bag and play together at the library or somewhere. Even when Mama was late coming home and Maria went shopping for dinner, she always went with Sakataro. The man at the convenience store and other people were nice to Sakataro. He sometimes gave a second portion free for Maria and Sakataro. When Mama found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing Sakataro and the rest outside. When the teacher found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing toys to school. The toxin must be strong in Mama and the teacher. That's why Sakataro looks like a normal stuffed animal to them. After all, the convenience store man and the others say hello to Sakataro. Not all humans are hopeless. There are tons of people who, unlike Angie and Mama and the teacher, can say hello to magic friends like I can.
Maria-chan かい。
Oh, Maria-chan!
いらっしゃい。
Welcome!
今夜もママは帰りが遅いの
Was
かい
your mama late coming home tonight too? Yeah,
でもサクタロたちも
I
一緒だ
got
から
Sakataro,
寂しくない
so
の
I'm not lonely.
ねサクタロ
Right, Sakataro?
ウリュウ今日はね僕だけじゃないんだよ
Sorry. It's not just Sakataro today.
他のお
Some
友
other
達も
friends
一緒
came
なんだよ
too.
おや他のお友
Oh,
達かい。
other friends, is it?
今日はどん
What
な
kind
お
of
友達
friends
が
did
一
you
緒なん
bring
だい
today?
今日はね
Today,
森
the
の音
rabbits
楽
from
隊
the
の
forest
ウサギ
band
さん
are
たちも
also
一
with
緒
me.
ほら
Look, in my
ポケット
pocket.
に入ってるの
Maria began to line up 4 ceramic rabbit dolls on the register. As the owner of the shop looked at it, smiling, he sent a signal to a part-timer with his chin. Then, the sign on the register that said closed was taken down, and a voice called out for everyone to move over there. All the people in the line behind Maria lined up behind that one.
そうかそうか。
I see, I see.
マリアちゃんにはお友達がいっ
You
ぱい
do
だ
have a
ね。
lot of friends, Maria-chan.
ママも
Well, I
早
hope
く
your
帰
mama
ってきて
comes
くれ
home
ればいいのに。
soon.
ママはまたお仕事が忙しくて
Mama's busy
会
with
社に
work
お泊まり
again,
なの
so she's spending the night at the company. Oh God, my poor girl. She shouldn't have said that.
最近はよく忙しく
He's
なる
been
の
very busy lately.
マリアと
She
電話で
hasn't
お
been.
話しす
She
る時
hasn't
間
even
も
been
全
able
然
to
取れ
get
ない
much time to talk to me on the telephone.
でも寂しくないよ。
But I'm not lonely.
マリアにはサクタ
I
ロ
got
たちがいる
Saktaro and the rest. Right?
うりゅう。うさぎの音楽隊のみんなも一
I
緒だ
even
もん。
got all the rabbits from the band.
ほら、
Look,
キューキュー。
ウサギの鳴き声っ
is
て
Q
Q
Q
だったっ
the
け？
sound a rabbit makes?
はて
My,
そ
I
りゃ
never
聞い
heard
たことな
that.
いな。
After smiling at Saktaro, was poking his head out of her knapsack. She played around with the rabbit band on the register, making them frolic around. Although the manager gazed at this pleasantly, he had a silently pitying look on his face. This was apparently a single mother household, where the mother had to work hard and couldn't come home very often. On top of that, it looked like the girl didn't even have any friends. As he watched her play around happily with her dolls and claim that she wasn't lonely despite everything, he couldn't help but feel a kind of compassion. And actually, this wasn't limited to him alone. Maria had become quite famous in this shopping district.
マリアちゃん、たまにはお
Maria-chan,
でん
you
も
should
食べな
eat
さい。
some oden every once in a while.
卵とか練り
If you
物
don't
とか食
eat
べない
your
と
if you
大
don't
き
eat
く
your
なれないよ。
eggs and fish paste, you won't get big.
おお、クリームパンじゃダメ？
Can't get a cream roll.
うりゅう。いろいろ食
If
べ
you
ない
don't
と
eat certain
大きくなれない
things,
よ。
you won't get big.
今日はおでんにしよ
How
う。
about oden for today?
おお、じゃあおでんにする。
Now have some oden.
うんうん。
Yep,
そうし
yep,
なさい。
that's the ticket.
おじさんが多め
Why
に
don't I
入れて
stick
お
a
くよ。
whole bunch in there?
からしいる？
What, mustard?
うりゅう。
Oh,
辛いのは
I
苦
can't
手。
handle spicy things.
そうかそうか。
I see, I see.
じゃあ、
Then
こぼさないよ
you
うに
make
持って
sure
帰
you
りな。
don't let it spoil on the way home.
温かいうちが美
I'm
味しい
sure
よ。
it'll be delicious while it's hot.
ありがとう。
Thank you. She had planned on getting some sweet pastries for dinner, but since Odin had been recommended to her, she should be having that tonight instead. Letting someone else determine the menu makes for an unexpected and interesting meal. Very often, Maria had to decide what her dinner would be on her own, so it was easy for the menus to get a little one-sided. So it felt fun to have a meal she hadn't anticipated.
うりゅう。
Ryu!
おじさん、おまけしてくれてありが
Thanks
と
for
う。
giving me an extra, mister.
お家にいる他のお友達に
Send
も
my
よろしく
regards
ね。
your other friends at home.
途中でつまみ食いしちゃダメだ
No
よ。
stuffing yourself on your way back.
まっすぐお家へ帰
Go
ってか
straight
ら
home
食
and
べる
eat
ん
it
だ
there.
よ。
おじさん、ありがとう。
Thanks, mister. Maria raised the bag with the Odin container high. Now we're on our way home to Maria's house. To Maria's house.
おお。
Wait. Where's the mouse go? What's wrong?
あれ、
Huh?
うりゅう。どうした
Is she
の？
locked
マリア。
out?
ポケットに
The
鍵
key
がない。
isn't in my pocket. Standing in front of the door to her house, Maria searched all over her body. The key to the house wasn't there. She always methodically put it in the same pocket. So there was no way she had put it in any other pocket, but she searched her whole body just in case. Unsurprisingly, it wasn't there.
お
Oh,
財布を出した時に落とした？
did you drop it when you took out your wallet?
ううん。
No.
お財布
When
を
I
出してし
took
まう時に
my
は
wallet
ちゃんと
out,
手応
I
えがあった
definitely
もん。
felt it.
途中でポケ
I
ッ
also
トを
felt
探
it when
っ
I
た時
searched
に
my
もちゃんと
pocket
手応え
part
があ
way
った。
here.
途中まで
It
はあった
wasn't there
の。
until part way.
落として
I
なんかい
didn't
ない。
drop it.
うん
Even though the late autumn wind had been bearable when Maria had been thinking of her returning home. Where where the heater was. Now she was confused and lost her key. The wind tormented her. But no matter how hard she searched, she couldn't find her key. She turned out all her pockets, even tried taking off her jacket and hitting it, but to no avail. Of course, she also turned the knapsack Sakatara was in upside down, but the key didn't come out. Oh. Something that should have been there wasn't where it was supposed to be. Why isn't the key there when I didn't do anything wrong? Why isn't it there? Why? Why? Maria was cold and frustrated and angry, and she stamped on the ground. The bottom of her foot throbbed, but that didn't lessen her frustration. At the same time, her tears poured out. It wasn't her fault. So it was someone else's fault. But Maria didn't know who that someone was and could do nothing but continue to let out a moan of anger. Uryu? I'm sure you dropped it part way. Let's look for it, okay? Let's return on the road we came by and search, okay? Even though I went to all the trouble by Odin and got eggs and suffer free, I won't be able to eat it while it's hot. Aww. I know it's frustrating, but let's search, okay? It's no one's fault, so let's search. Maria finally let out an ear to Sakataro words and began to trot back down the road she had come on. The wind was colder than before, and it felt like it was blowing in through the corners of her jacket in a mean way. Let's watch our feet closely and search, okay? Then let's get home quickly. Let the heater warm us up and eat udon, alright? I'm sure it'll be delicious. Oh, gone. It's gone. As Sakataro encouraged her, Maria searched for the key. But she made it all the way back to the convenience store where she bought the Odin. She hadn't found it. Just in case, she asked the man at the convenience store whether they found a dropped key. But they hadn't found anything. One more time, she returned home, paying close attention to the area around her feet. But unsurprisingly, she didn't find it. She was no longer frustrated enough to stomp her feet, but hot tears dripped down her face. The Odin had cooled down completely. Even though she had been told it would be delicious when warm, she hadn't been able to eat it. Even though that man had given her so much free stuff. Don't cry. Mama isn't coming back tonight. Let's do our best and search. Why can't I find it? Don't cry. Let's do our best and search. Maria was no longer able to hold back her tears. Sobbing, she clutched Sakataro and held the bag of Odin, returning once more down the road she had come by. Perhaps because more and more houses' stores had turned their lights off by now, it was even darker and harder to search than before. And once again, without finding the key, she returned to the convenience store. Still can't find your key? My key is gone. Wasn't your mother away for the night? So you can't get into your house without a key?
うん
Oh,
入れない
can't get in.
そりゃ困ったね。
Well, that's not good.
公安には行ってみた。
Did you try going to the police?
届いてるかもしれないよ。
They might be able to help you.
ママがおまわり
Mama
さん
said
に
not to
話しか
talk
け
to
られても
policemen, even if they
お話
start
しちゃダ
talking to
メ
me.
って言った
それはまたどうして。
Oh. Well, why is that? It was probably because Rosa would be liable for making such a young girl like Maria watch over the house by herself. And because she knew that this wasn't something that would be permitted by society. So Maria was indoctrinated into changing the stores she bought things at so that she didn't catch the eyes of adults. So I took and into saying no more than greeting to policemen, even if they talked to her. Maria had obediently done as she was told, instead of considering why she must do that. She was much more concerned with meekly obeying because her mother had told her so. But the manager of the convenience store probably didn't think of it that way. In the first place, seeing such a young girl being forced to watch over the house alone so frequently would make anyone worry. And then, after making the round trip between her home and the store once more and arriving at the convenience store for the third time, a policeman was there.
あの子です。
Is that child?
マリアちゃん、鍵。
Maria-chan, did you find your key?
見つからない
Then find it.
お嬢ちゃん、お名前は？
What's your name, miss? She gonna talk to him? The policeman asked her name, but Maria didn't answer.
お母さんにおまわりさんとお話
Did
ししちゃ
your
いけないって
mother tell you
言わ
not
れ
to
て
talk
る
to
の？
policemen?
大丈夫だよ。
Don't worry.
おじさんは
No
怖く
need to
な
be
いよ。
scared of me.
お嬢ちゃんは晩ご飯は食
Have
べ
you
た？
eaten dinner yet, miss? I brought some, but I couldn't get into my house, so I couldn't eat it.
お母さんはどうしてるの？
What's your mother doing?
今日は帰ってこない
Is she
の？
not coming home tonight?
お仕事？
Is it her work?
お母さんの会社の
Do you
連
know
絡
how we
先
can contact your mother at work? Maria hung her head limply. She didn't understand why the policeman was getting mad at her. No, he probably wasn't getting mad at her. But if this reached her mother's ears, then she would definitely be in trouble. Even if she didn't understand the reason why she would be in trouble, she at least understood that much. But the policeman wouldn't let Maria go, and her head was swimming with hunger. The policeman noticed that, and it was decided that he'll listen to her story as they ate in the police box. Maria was taken to the police box. She had her udon heated in a microwave oven, and even salty rice, cakes, and hot tea were brought out for her. She had been told not to talk to policemen, but after being asked about Sakataro, she responded, starting to feel that this wasn't a bad person. And anyway, she would be able to return home now, so she didn't know what to do. She told him Mama's work phone number, but she had been told to tell no one and to use only in very serious situations. In the tatami room inside the police box, as she ate the udon that was so hot that it felt like it would burn her, she watched the policeman making the phone call, lazily thinking, I'm probably gonna get in trouble.
マリアママに怒られるかな
Well, Mama, get mad at me.
おりゅう
Hey, this is CG from Higurashi. He must have been listening to the phone ring for a very long time. With the receiver up to his ear, the policeman looked up at the clock, grumbling.
営業時間終えちゃってるから
Maybe
出ない
they
のかな
aren't picking up because their business hours are over?
あ、もしもし
Oh, hello!
もしもし
Hello?
有限会社アンチローザさん
Is
で
this Auntie Rosa Ltd?
こちら小松川警察署千本桜駅前
This
交番でございます
is... No. Kumasugawa Police Department Police Box in front of Senbonzakura Station.
う大館
Is President
じゃないや、後宮社長さんはいらっしゃいますか
Akidan. No, wait. Is President Ushimiya available?
はい
Yes.
え
What?
休暇中
She's on vacation.
はい
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yes.
社長は昨日から3日間
Starting yesterday,
休暇になってます
the president had been on a 3-day vacation.
どういったご用件で
Is there some business you have with her?
あ、いやいやいや
Oh, no, no, no. Never mind.
それでどちらにお
So,
られる
do
か
you know
わかりま
where
すか
she
ね
might be?
連絡先とか聞いてたり
You
しませ
haven't
んか
heard
ね
heard where to contact her, have you?
ちょっとお待ちいただいてよろしいですか
Can you hold on for a second?
ねえ誰か社長の
Hey,
旅行先聞いて
anyone
る
heard where the president went for her vacation?
連絡先
Or how to contact her?
彼氏と札幌カニ食い放題って
I heard she was going to all-you-eat crabs in Sapporo with her boyfriend. I'm sure such a cold place would do wonders for shrinking the distance between them, don't you? I haven't heard how to contact them.
了解
Yes, understood.
もしもし
Hello?
札幌に行ってる
I heard she went to Sapporo, but I'm not sure how to reach her.
ご伝言しますか
Should I take a message?
そう
I
です
see.
か
What a shame.
じゃあ
Well then,
も
if
し
you
連
manage to
絡が
get
つ
in
きま
touch
した
with
ら
her again,
こちらから
Can you
電
tell
話
her
が
that
あ
we
ったと
called?
お伝えできますか
sure.
はい
Yes. More. After that, I was taken to the police department, which was even bigger. I ended up spending the night there. Then they asked me various things about myself. A lady who called herself the district welfare officer came by and asked about a lot of things. And I was told, "You poor thing." When I heard that, I learned for the first time.
マリアって
Am I
かわいそうだった
a
の
poor thing?
ウリュウそんなことないよ
That's not true.
マリアは幸せ
You're happy, Maria.
ほ
She spent how many days was she there? Oh, that's like at least a full day. Then Rosa came back out. God, I hate that look. Maria was told to go to her room. But on her way back from the bathroom, she hid by the entrance to the living room and listened in on the exchange. The person who had come to visit was a female district welfare officer who had asked Maria various questions on that other day.
そういう押し付けは困ります
You can't be so pushy.
マリアは心が
Maria's heart
純
is
粋
too
すぎ
innocent
て繊細
and
だから
delicate, so
無
there
神経
wasn't
な子がいた
a
ら
sensitive
傷つけ
kid.
られてしまうんです
If there was an insensitive kid there, she could be hurt.
余計なおせっかいはやめてください
Please stop your pointless meddling.
でもねお母さん
But in that case, miss,
そんなに繊
if
細
the
な子な
child
ら
is so
なんで一
delicate,
人で家に
why
放置
leave
して
her
おく
home
の
all alone?
お母さんが一
Should
緒
a
にいて
mother
あ
be
げるべき
together
なん
with
じゃ
her
ないです
child?
かなるべく一緒にいるよう
I
に
am
していま
together
す
with her as much as I should be.
そんなこと
I don't need
あなたに
to take
指図される覚えはあ
instructions
りま
from
せん
you for something like that.
そうですか
Oh, really?
この辺のご近所
She's
では
very
と
well
て
known
も
in this
有名で
area.
すよお宅の
They
お嬢
say
さ
your
んが
daughter
夜
frequently goes
頻繁
out
に
at
買い
night
物
to
や
buy
食事に
things
来
and
るっ
eat.
て
Everyone was worried and looking out for her. How do you know that was my child? There's got to be plenty of children around this town, right? Don't just suddenly decide that is my Maria. Kids sometimes walk around outside at night, right? How can you prove that they were all my child? It's well known around the shopping center. That girl holding a lion stuffed animal often stops by to eat dinner and buy things. Everyone treated Maria-chan with care out of concern for her. Sometimes people even escorted her home, thinking the night rose might be dangerous, you see. You can find lion stuffed animals anywhere. It was none of their business escorting her home. Are they thinking of kidnapping Maria? Don't bother her. Maria is my child. I am raising her. I have no intention of putting her in some strange institution. Stop your needless meddling. Does that lion stuffed animal mean me? It's okay. I'm the one in trouble. It's something to do with you, Saktaro. Maria hugged Saktaro, continuing to watch her mother fearfully. I also wish I could be with Maria every day. But I'm a single mother, so I have to work. I may not look it, but I am the president of the company, and I bear responsibility for my employees' well-being. I'm busy with my work all year round. There's no time for me to rest. Really? But you've been on vacation these last 3 days, haven't you? I have not been on vacation. I stayed at my company all night working. There's a mountain of matters to be taken care of that the other unreliable employees can't handle. Why are you lying like that? Someone from your company said that you were taking a 3-day vacation, you see. You went to Hokkaido with your boyfriend, right? Leaving your daughter by herself for 3 whole days. I don't know anything about this boyfriend. I don't know anything about Hokkaido. Where are you getting this nonsense? Why? Why? Do you have any proof? What the hell? Don't just start butting in on someone else's family matters. I love Maria. I have my own way of loving her. Just keep your mouth shut. I didn't go on a vacation. I was working the whole time. I was trying to finish things up at work with all my strength. All my strength because I wanted to see Maria as soon as I could. I stayed at the company the whole time. I don't know anything about Hokkaido. God damn, woman. Sure. I won't stay in this house anymore. I'll happily get out. I'm leaving. Stop yelling at me. What's wrong with you? Why would you leave your... What the hell is Maria at this point? Why would you leave an 8-year-old alone for 3 days? Rosa raised her hair, flying wildly. A teacup was knocked over from the force of her standing up, but far louder than that was the sound of her beating the table with both hands. And faced with this rage that could actually be described as wide-eyed endangerment, the district welfare officer couldn't help but be taken aback. And the same went for Maria, who was secretly watching this from the hallway. She had already seen her mother in a rage several times before this, but she had never seen this crazed with anger. When she saw this, Maria was sure this was no longer her mother. It was some other evil being that was possessing her mother's body. And then she herself was discovered by the evil being. Maria knew that she was being reflected in the evil being's eyes. Her mind went blank and she felt as though her field of vision was racing off into the distance. After fiercely closing in on Maria, Rosa mercilessly slapped her on her small shoulders and dropped her gaze towards the stuffed animal Maria was holding, Saktaro. Maria. Even though I told you so many times not to take that outside, you brought it with you, didn't you? It isn't Maria's fault. I told her to take me. That's not true. I brought Saktaro on my own because I was lonely. So Mama, is it Saktaro's fault? It's not Saktaro's fault. It's not Saktaro's fault. Instead of Maria, the brunt of Rosa's anger was aimed at that lion stuffed animal Maria was holding. A girl went shopping in the middle of the night, always clutching a lion stuffed animal. Because of that, she had become well known in the shopping center. Didn't I tell you not to take stuffed animals with you? Why? Can't you listen to what Mama says? Why? 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 Why can't you follow Mama's rules? With every single word, she stamped her heel and banged furiously on the wall. Of course, she didn't make direct contact with Maria. However, the violence of the harsh sound certainly beat against her. Miss, stop that! Let go! I said let go! The district welfare officer had come back to her senses and was pinning Rosa's arms behind her back. But the instant Rosa was touched, she went wild, furiously throwing the welfare officer off. She hit the table and fell to the ground. A teacup on the table smashed on the floor, making a violent sound. Maria didn't do anything wrong. It's my fault. So don't scold Maria. I'm the one who brought Saktaro. It's not Saktaro's fault. It's not Saktaro's fault. Saktaro, look at Saktaro with those scary eyes. Don't look at him. Don't scold Maria. Don't scold Maria. You. What were you doing just now? A minute ago too? Do you also play with dolls like that outside? Did you do it in front of the people in the store? Well, that's why they remembered you? Die, you brainless moron! I don't want to finish that part. Answer me honestly. When you went out, you always walked around with that stuffed animal without telling Mama, right? Stop using that weird stuffed animal talk.
ぬいぐるみじゃな
Speak
く
with your own
あなたの
words,
言葉で喋りな
not
さい
stuffed animals.
サク太郎は
Saktara isn't a stuffed animal.
マリアの
He's
友
my
達だよ
friend.
ぬいぐるみ
Don't call him a stuffed animal.
言わないで
Don't.
はいはいわかったわ
Yeah, I
サク太郎
get.
だったわね名
It
前
was called Saktaro, was it?
ママに
You
内緒で
took
そ
him
の
with
サク
you
太郎
all
人
the
形を
time
持っ
and
て
you
い
went
つ
shopping
もお
without
買い物
telling
に行っていた
Mama,
のね
right? Yeah. Yeah. Maria admitted it honestly. If she hadn't admitted it, then Saktaro would have said something to take the blame. So by admitting it right away, she was protecting her small friend.
サク太郎だけ
Only Saktaro?
他には
Any others?
まさか
You
学
haven't
校に
been
も何か
bringing
変
weird
なの
things
持
to
って行
school
ってるんじゃない
too.
でしょうね
Have you?
お母さん
Miss!
お嬢さんは悪くないでし
Surely
ょ
your daughter has done nothing wrong.
そのキスもも
Stop
うや
this
めなさい
interrogation at once.
あんたは黙ってなさい
You stay quiet.
私と娘の
I'm
話でしょ
talking with my daughter, aren't I?
ほらマリア
Come on,
ママの
Maria.
目を見て話を
Look
し
at
なさい
Mama when you talk.
ママの質問
What's the
にお
answer
返
to
事は
Mama's question?
サク太郎だけ
It
じゃないの
wasn't just Saktaro.
ウサギのみんなも一緒
All the rabbits were with me too.
今も持って
Do
る
you have them with you now?
うん
Maria fished around in her pockets, pulling out 4 ceramic rabbits with her tiny hand. The rabbits were close friends who could be together with her at school in Saktaro's place. But when Rosa saw that, she shook her head slightly, though dizzy. On a school notice, it had been written that Maria was apparently bringing toys to school and playing with them, and her family was instructed to try and prevent this. But Rosa had rejected that, blaming the teacher and phoning in a protest of her own to the school, saying that there was no way her child would bring toys to school. For nearly an hour, she had shouted at the vice principal to stop making false accusations about her daughter. To a certain degree, those at the school had grasped that Maria was a pitiful girl. They knew that the small toys she brought were her only friends, so they had done their best to overlook it. But when the other students caught sight of them, some of the boys had started complaining that only she could bring toys, and the school had racked their brains on how to cope with this. They had tried to gently send a warning by the way of the mother, but after Rosa's overreaction, even Maria's teacher decided to overlook it. But now, Rosa knew. She had been the one who was wrong, and her daughter really had been bringing toys to school. And those at the school had known that she was a disgrace who brought toys to school and played with them as though they were her only friends. To Rosa, who thought her daughter was just a little different from normal children, having this peculiar side of her daughter exposed and found fault with was, more than anything else, something she couldn't bear. So she howled. She raged. The district welfare officer tried to cut between Rosa and Maria again, but she only met with Rosa's wrath once more. Rosa once again threw the woman off her with a face like a demon. And even that failed to curb her anger. She stomped on the ground over and over again so forcefully that it seemed she might break through the floor. Then, after seeming to come back to her senses for a second, she immediately froze her harsh breathing and asked Maria,
マリア、そのウサギの音楽隊は
those rabbits in the
大
band,
切なお友達
are they your close friends?
そう
I see.
4人もお友達がいて
Isn't
よか
that
った
great that you have a full 4 friends? As she said that, Rosa grabbed one of the rabbits from Maria's hand. Then, she shoved it in front of Maria's eyes so she could see it very well. The cute rabbit holding a trumpet was a small doll like a chess piece. She slowly lifted it into the air. Of course, Maria and Saktaro's eyes also followed it. And then, with a speed that the eye couldn't follow, she smashed it against the wall. She had half imagined that this worst possible thing might happen, so she instantly realized what had been done. So Maria let out a short, despairing scream. It was in pieces. It had been small and sturdy, but that hadn't been enough to withstand her mother's fierce rage.
ママの言うことをちゃんと聞かないから一つ壊れちゃったわ。
Because you didn't listen to what Mama told you. I broke one of them.
今後
From now on, every time you disobey something Mama says, I'll break another one.
覚えておきなさい。
Remember that.
あなた、そんなことするなんて
How
母
you
親です
think
か
you can call yourself a mother after doing something like that?
そんなことしてお嬢さんが
You
傷
don't
つかな
you
いと
think
思
you
ってるん
can
で
do
すか
something like that and not hurt your daughter?
マリアが傷つく
Hurt Maria?
私も傷ついているのよ
I'm also hurting, right?
私の傷は
You
誰
can
が
take
責任取って
responsibility
くれ
for
るのよ
my wounds.
誰があんたは黙っててって
Didn't
言
I
って
tell you
る
to shut up?
やめてママ
Stop it, Mama.
悪いの
It's
は
my fault.
おばさんを
Don't get mad at this lady.
マリアは悪
It
くない
isn't
よ
Maria's fault.
僕が悪いの
It's mine.
マリアを怒らないで
Don't get mad at Maria.
うりゃうりゃうりゃうりゃうりゃ
Didn't I tell you to stop playing with stuffed animals like
言ったで
that?
しょ大
In
体
the
ね
first place,
気持ち
it's
悪いのよ
disgusting.
ぬいぐるみが
You
お
say
友達
a
ってあ
stuffed
んた
animal
こ
is
と
your
していいっす
friend?
よ
Just how old are you?
何歳よ
How old?
こんなの布と綿の気持ち悪い
This is just
下手
a
くそなぬいぐるみ
gross,
じゃない
crappy stuffed animal made of cloth and cotton, right?
こんなのしか友達いないのあん
Is
た
this the only kind of friend you have?
こんな化け物のぬ
If
い
you
ぐるみ
have
とお友
enough
達ご
spare
っこしてる
time
暇があ
to
った
pretend
ら
this monstrous stuffed animal is your friend, go out and make some real human friends.
なんであなたには
Why
いつ
can you
までも
never
お
make
友達
any
ができないのよ
friends?
サタンだから
That's why your class always treats you like a weirdo and makes fun of you. Give it a rest and get a hold of yourself already. Grow up from the stuffed animal play.
うりゅうりゅう
Like
その
I
ぬいぐるみ
said,
ごっこをやめろって
stop playing with that stuff.
返して
Just sucked her back.
うりゅう
Oh god, it's gonna happen now, isn't it?
うりゅううりゅう
Maria, Mama grabbed hold of Saktaro's head and took him from me. Then, she smashed him against the wall over and over.
痛いよ痛いよ痛い痛い痛い痛い
やめろ
I said stop, damn it!
そ
I
の
told
ぬ
you
い
to
ぐるみごっ
stop
こを
that
やめろ
stuffed
っつってんで
animal
しょ
act!
こんなぬいぐる
Because
み
of
がある
this
から
stuffed animal,
だから
that's why
あん
you
た
can
はい
never
つま
make
でも
any
友達を作ら
friends.
ないのよだから
That's why you alone are pushed off to the side in your class and treated like a freak.
こんなぬいぐるみ
I should have never given you a stuffed animal like this.
こんな気
I
持ち
should
悪い
have
ぬいぐる
never
み
given you such a disgusting stuffed animal. Kiss Sakutaro back. Kiss Sakutaro back.
サクタロはマリアのお友達なの
Sakutaro is my friend.
親友な
My best friend.
のサ
Long Saktaro's here. There, I don't need anything else. So give him back. Give him back. For some reason, my frantic request was just add oil to the fire of Mama's anger. Mama pushed my arm aside as I tried to grab Saktaro and snatched him back. In a bizarre way, she stuck her fingers on both hands deep into Saktaro, twisting him. The red muffler, which I had carefully wrapped for him every day, came off and fell to the floor. Saktaro, who had been so precious to me, was twisted, smashed, torn with fingernails so much. He was twisted, painfully, his face curving with sadness. Then Mama's fingernails found a stitch on the neck and tore it with the fingernails on both hands. She tore it apart. Saktaro. Saktaro. In that instant, Saktaro's yellow cloth and the cotton inside burst apart. It looked almost like moist cotton candy. No! You can always bring him back, right? Imagine him. You just bring him back in your mind. The crumpled yellow cloth and the cotton candy flowing out were thrust right in front of my eyes. Then the Mama's face, the evil being, stated clearly. Saktaro is dead. Come here. And then you want to pick you up. Come here. Oh, what the heck is that? That word right there. Giguk. Is that Giguk? Is that Giguk? Saktaro. Oh, good. Oh, she's crying. Oh, she's Maria's just screaming her little head off. Beatrice, do not cry. Saktaro was a good friend. As long as you not forget that, he will always be with you. So do not cry. Bring him back to life. You can use a lot of magic, Beto. You can't even bring Saktaro back to life, right? About that. Of course, if Saktaro had been my furniture, it would be easy. However, Saktaro is your furniture. That makes it difficult for me. If you say it's difficult, that means it isn't impossible, right? Bring him back to life! Bring him back to life with the endless magic! To tell the truth, Saktaro's vessel was a stuffed animal Rosa made herself, correct? That Rosa has denied Saktaro. A life that is not permitted by its own mother cannot exist. Beatrice's words were feeble, because she knew that, no matter what the excuse, it wouldn't be enough to calm Maria and make her accept it. But she had to communicate the painful truth to her disciple and close friend. She had to tell her the fact that even with all of her own power, she could not revive Sakutaro. So, as long as you continue to strongly believe in Sakutaro's existence, that soul will not disappear. So, Maria, please, do not be so sad. Even now, look, believe that Sakutaro is smiling right over there. No! 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 You have to bring Sakutaro back to life! No, no, no! Give it up! There's no magic to revive Sakutaro. Despite that, you must strongly believe that Sakutaro will continue to exist as your close friend. That power will become magic. That's not magic. That's not magic. You have to bring Sakutaro back to life. You can't do it because Mama made him herself? Why did Mama make Sakutaro? It was to give him to me as a present, right? It was to make him my friend, right? So why did Mama make it herself and break it herself? Why did Mama give birth to it herself and try to break it herself? I don't understand. I don't understand. I hate Mama. Hate Mama. Can't stand it. I can't stand. I can't stand. It's so sad. Too sad. I want to smash Mama up like she did Sakutaro. I want to stick my fingers in and tear her. Turn her into cloth and cotton. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Beatrice. From the darkness behind Maria's back, two massive jet black arms crept out, twisting around Maria as she sobbed in anger. Then, massive fingernails stuck into Maria's chest and stomach. Maria could not see that, but Beto could. Anger and sadness without any place to go will tear you apart. Beto knew that. She could see that. Yes, in the end, those massive arms were made... No, those massive arms were Maria's own. Those fingernails slowly started to eat into her chest and stomach. With their immense size and strength, those arms could probably tear Maria into bits easily. But Maria herself couldn't notice. Drowning in a sea of her own tears, she couldn't notice that her own arms were trying to tear open her own chest. They're trying to say Maria's... Are they trying to say that Maria hurts herself? Sakutaro can't be brought back to life no matter what. I want revenge. I want to make Mama meet the same end. Why are they meet the same end as Sakutaro? Beatrice! Teach me magic for that. Teach me magic to beat Mama. Is that truly how you feel? Kill Mama. I'll kill her. No, that isn't Mama. It's the bad witch possessing Mama. I'll kill the witch, Mama. Very well.
その力を
I shall give you that
そなた
power
に与えよう。心美しき
for
その
tearing you and your beautiful heart apart,
そなたにその
for
苦し
giving
みを与え
you
た
that
心
pain.
なき母こそ
It is fitting that your heartless mother be torn apart considerably.
教えよう。
I shall teach it to you.
魔女の世
I
界
shall teach you.
光さすことなき深
I shall
淵
teach you
の
of the
奥
abyss in the world of witches, of the depths where no light reaches. Hate, hate, I hate everyone.
ママも嫌い
I hate Mama too, Angie too. I hate everyone, everyone. What's happening? Oh, hold up. Okay, that was a nice reality break. Oh, 12 years later, October 1998. I did say we're gonna take a live stream for an hour. I can't be going much longer. I was told I was being too loud. Well, let's just save this right here. Did we learn anything new about anybody? I would say so. Where's Rosa? Oh! Soktaro. Lady Maria's white heart, which was torn apart. His broken vessel can only be His broken vessel can only be regenerated by the miser who created him, Rosa. However, Rosa disappointed of the vessel's fragments, and even lost the pattern paper. On top of that, his existence was denied by the miser herself, so his resurrection is now impossible. The miser died in 1986. Any chance for his resurrection disappeared for all time. Even the endless witch Beatrice could not imagine it. Oh. Okay, that was sad. Alright guys, that's the end of the stream. We're gonna do something tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna be. Not sure at all. So yeah. I had nothing else to say, but not sure at all. I don't really have anything else to update you guys on. That was just fun. It was a fun little thing to do for the last hours, 14 minutes. Well, not really fun. This was one of the more serious and just painful parts to read. As part of Rosa and Maria's relationship. It's a complex matter. It's not completely black and white. But it is easy to say that Rosa was the only one who did anything wrong here. Maria was just a silly little girl who did what she was told to do, and when she couldn't do anything better to help herself, she got help. And she's being punished for it. And as always, I don't know what I was about to say. Once again, I love Lady Maria. And it's mostly because I can't really see a lot of myself in her. Especially in this chapter right here. I won't go into details why, but yeah. Um, thank you everyone. Thank you for coming. If you came or didn't show up, I don't know. Hope the audio sounds a lot better. I'm going to check the VOD to make sure it sounds okay with the game. But until then, until tomorrow, I've been your Hanyo, your Demon Cinephile. Hope you all have a great night, evening, morning, wherever you may be in the world. Pray to your witch or whatever. Have a good night. Or morning, wherever you are. Wherever you may live. This is a big, dumb planet. Bye-bye.